Hey there! Today we're making Japanese crab stick fried rice. You know, we're all about promoting homemade Asian food here, but I realized we haven't talked about one of the most important dishes in Asian culture, fried rice. So today, let's start with the simplest version. Whether you're a kid or an adult, I promise you'll love it. Let's dive in. Quick heads up. For this recipe, you'll need a few things from the Japanese grocery, like dried Sakura shrimps and a fried rice mix. You'll see them in the photo, and don't worry, they're easy to spot. Check the description below for the full recipe. Alright, let's get started. This might seem a bit basic if you're already familiar, but for those from different cultures who may not know, here's how to use a rice cooker to make perfect rice. First, put 300 of uncooked white rice into the rice cooker bowl, rinse and drain it 3 times. Next, add water according to your rice cooker's guide. For me, with 300 grams of rice, I add the water just a bit above the number 2 marker on the rice cooker bowl because I'll be adding linseed powder and quinoa. Most rice cookers use a 1-to-1 water to rice ratio. Then, I like to sprinkle in some ground linseed and tricolor quinoa. Both of these are superfoods. They're packed with fiber, protein, and essential fatty acids, which makes the rice extra nutritious and a bit more flavorful. It's totally optional, but a great way to level up your rice. Alright, you've seen me rinse the egg. I don't know why, but I just feel it's cleaner to give them a quick rinse before cracking. Now let's dice up the crab sticks and set them aside. Now place the rice cooker bowl back into the rice cooker, select the white rice cooking mode and press start. Easy as that. When the rice is ready, we can get cooking. First, set the heat to medium, add a bit of oil, and pan fry the crab sticks until they're slightly browned. This part's a bit boring. We have to wait a bit for the crab sticks to turn brown, but trust me, it's 100% worth it because the texture of the crab sticks will be totally different and so much better. When I started this channel, I looked up how to get viewers like you to tune in. Google's exact advice? Remind my audience to subscribe, like, and share, but not too pushy. So, since we've got a little downtime here, if you're enjoying this, could I ask you to subscribe, like, and share? It really helps the channel grow. Once the crab sticks have turned a nice golden brown, toss in some dried Sakura shrimps and give everything a good stir. Let it stir fry together for about 30 seconds to blend those flavors. Now here's a key tip for perfect fried rice. Turn the heat up to high. Once it's hot, add the cooked rice and stir fry until it's no longer moist. It might take a bit of time, but getting the rice nice and dry is essential for that delicious, slightly crispy texture we love in fried rice. Here's a little trick. Push the rice to the edges of the pan, leaving some space in the center. Add a bit of oil in the middle, then pour in the beaten eggs. This way, the eggs cook separately before mixing with the rice for the best texture. Alright, we've got another little downtime here, so I hope you don't mind me repeating this. If you're enjoying the video, could I ask you to subscribe, like, and share? Now, once the eggs are partially cooked, stir them into the rice and keep stir-frying until everything's well mixed and the rice is nice and dry. This step really brings it all together. All right, again, we've got some downtime here. And don't worry, I'm definitely not going to be pushy. Remember that fried rice mix I mentioned at the beginning? The one from the Japanese grocery? Now's the time to add it. Toss in 2 packs of crab flavor and 1 pack of shrimp flavor, then stir fry thoroughly until everything is well combined and the flavors are mixed perfectly with the rice. Make sure the rice is nice and dry. Keep stirring until there's no moisture left. This step is key for getting that perfect fried rice texture. Now you can see the fried rice turning a nice golden color. It should smell amazing and taste delicious. If you've ever had teppanyaki, you know they usually finish off with a fragrant dry fried rice just like this. That's the vibe we're going for here. If you're not a fan of shallots, you can skip them. But if you want that extra aroma, now's the time to add a generous amount. Once you add them, stir fry until everything is well combined. Remember to keep stirring and stirring until the rice is nice and dry with no moisture left. Once it's done, turn off the heat, and it's ready to serve. See you next week. Enjoy!